Welcome back, everybody, to the World of Wraith YouTube channel. Got with you guys a quick market watch. Before we jump into it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know in the comments down below. Are you upset that Armory deck cards are getting reprinted, or do you not care? Let's hop right into it. Never financial advice. Fast and Furious, it's about $9. Rainbow Foils 11. If you guys haven't seen the Gem Pack 3 cards, looks like they're reprinting some Armory deck cards, which I think is overall good. Fast and Furious was kind of locked under the Armory deck for Dash, and these Armory decks, they're kind of hard to come by. I think every LGS gets 12, if I'm correct. Maybe some LGS get more if you're like a bigger LGS, but once the wave of printing is done, and honestly, I think there's just one wave, it's pretty much it. I don't think you can get them after that. I mean, the KO deck was super successful, and it's kind of hard to come by now. The Dash deck was pretty good, but $52, and the only real new cards we got were Cerebellum and Fast and Furious. So I'm interested to see where Cerebellum goes. This has not been announced for a reprint yet. Savage Sash. This is pretty much more than the price of the Armory deck itself, which is super crazy. We're getting an extended art in Gem Pack 3, and I'm really glad because I could honestly have seen this go to like 60, something crazy, if we didn't get it reprinted. And it's an alternate art, so it's going to look pretty different. It's still going to be a unique printing. But Run Roughshot, I'm actually very interested in what's going to happen. This card is probably going to see play. And the Armory deck for KO is pretty crazy at 85. I've seen it at 100 at some point. Run Roughshot for the non-foil, pretty much 11. Rainbow foils, 13, 14. And this is one of the best blues in OG KO, so I definitely think he'll still play this. Rock, it's another Gem Pack reprint. I don't know exactly why LSS reprinted this. This isn't a crazy price. I think it's gonna have a different background, so maybe it'll be like a Super Slam background. But yeah, interesting to know. I don't think it's just the price that makes LSS want to reprint cards. Maybe it's the availability too. I mean, this card is pretty available. $5 for a weapon. It's a little crazy. It is a majestic, so that's not too crazy, but very interesting that it is getting reprinted in Gem Pack 3. Snag got reprinted in Super Slam. We can already kind of see the market adjusting just a little bit. 28 for this Snag. I think last time we talked about Snag, it was about $40. You can see we still have some listings for 40. Let's see if anything has sold. Yeah, it looks like they sold for 40. I think this person is just trying to sell theirs before the reprint comes out. I would not buy Snag yet, y'all. I know I talked about this not too long ago, and I think I was saying 40 is way too high. I'm expecting this to drop a lot, especially because I don't think it's going to see a lot of play right now. And yeah, the reprint right around the corner. Same art. It's just going to be non-foil. Let's actually take a look at the rainbow foil real quick. Okay, it says there's no rainbow foils. That's crazy. Is that facts? Let's check out the last page. Rainbow foil 120. That's crazy. Okay, the rainbow foil is about 60, so pretty crazy. Here's one for 45, so that's not too bad. Okay. Here's another one for 45. Yeah, a good amount of them are for 40. I honestly think the rainbow foils will stay at this price. If for any reason you want your OG Snag, just get the rainbow foils. The reprint is not going to be in foil. It's the same art, and that's just LSS policy. They don't reprint foils / cold foils with the same art. Spinal Crush, this is in the Pallades Armory deck, which I'm very excited for. I sold a lot of my Guardian cards when I decided that Guardian wasn't for me. And then we got two pretty awesome Guardians now. And the Pallades Armory deck just comes with some great reprints. Spinal Crush, History Pack, about $7. Slowly going to 9, 10, 11, which is pretty crazy for a white border card. Now, Welcome to Wraith Unlimited, steadily 8, slowly going to 10. But guys, we're going to get 2 copies of Spinal Crush in the Pleiades deck. So I think this will definitely drop. Terra Sunder is also at 2 copies in the Pleiades Armory deck. We see it for about 10, 11. Rainbow Foil is about 13. So it's 2 copies of each. So to me, I'm very happy to see LSS reprinting these like majestic cards. I think they'll drop a little bit in price. So they only put them at 2, which means that everybody playing the deck, if they want to play 3 copies, you're going to need to buy 1 from their friends, from TCG Player. So these will still hold some value, but I don't think they'll be this high. Maybe they'll drop to like $5, something like that. But I do applaud LSS for reprinting these cards. Rampart of Ram's Head, it's in Gem Pack 3. It's an alternate art. This card was like 100 for the longest time. We see the cold foils in the first page for 78, 79. Yeah, a bunch of cold foils here. I mean, unlimited rainbow foils. There's actually less rainbow foils on the market, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if picking up the cold foil is a good time right now for $80. The new version is just a rainbow foil. So, and I actually really like the new art for the new Rampart. So, make your own choices. As always, I would just wait till the reprint comes out. There's actually a chance that this might even go lower when the reprint is out, but I can't see the future. Make your own choices. Flick Knives, confirmed reprint, extended art rainbow foil, and regular non-foil. Let's see, right now it's about 87. It's only going to 90. Yeah, the reprint is a new art. So I think this Flick Knives, I think it'll hover around this price. Maybe at best case it could go to 70. But yeah, I feel like most folks have their Flick Knives. And if you don't have yours, you're probably just waiting for the Super Slam reprint. So let's see if there's any cold foils out there for a good price. Last time I saw cold foils for like 120. Surprisingly enough, it looks like they've actually gone up. This is why I say, like, if you guys get your cards, get them cold foil, get them rainbow foil. When they get reprinted, the cold foils just usually hold their price pretty well. Usually. I mean, we were just looking at Rampart, and that was a little bit different. But yeah, cold foil Flick Knives, like, it's just solid 140. Even though it's getting reprinted in one set. New Horizons, the cold foil is about 90s. Rainbow foils, pretty much the same price, a little more actually. I think over time we can see these cold foils dry out. I think these people are just trying to sell theirs before the reprint comes out. Because after those cold foils sell, we got a couple rainbows. Let's see. Another cold foil for 100. Then a bunch of rainbows, cold foil for 100. So yeah, I could see the cold foil going back up. I think right now these are like not panic sells, but maybe someone is just trying to sell them sooner than later. So not a bad time if you want to pick up your cold foil New Horizons. Maybe you can get it cheaper off like a friend or on Discord, Facebook, like a private market. Warmonger's Diplomacy. This crashed. This is like a $60 card maybe. We see it about 40 for the non-foil. Let's check some sales. Rainbow foils selling for less than 50, which is pretty crazy. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like TCG Player's bugged out. Let's see if we can find some rainbow foils for about 60, 54, 60. Okay, so the rainbow foils looking like it's like 50 to 60. Guys, the new Warmongers comes in cold foil. And personally, the new Warmongers art is just cool. Like, it shows the Guardians from Super Slam. This is like the Bolton variant of Warmongers, you could call it. I think the new one, personally, I would rather have the new one. But I have my playset of this one, so I'm not going to be going crazy for it. I don't think it's a good time to pick it up. Even the rainbow foils. It's interesting because this didn't have a cold foil printing. So them creating a reprint and making it cold foil. That's the first cold foil Warmongers, and I don't think it'll come in cold foil anytime after that. So that's going to be the highest rarity version of Warmongers. So I would wait till Super Slam gets released, and then I think it's a good time to pick up your Warmongers. But as of now, I would just hold off on buying them. Felling, this used to be like maybe 60, 70. It's definitely been dropping, but not as much as I think it should. Can definitely see this getting lower and lower. Looks like some people are still buying theirs for 50. This is reprinted in non-foil, so the rainbow foil version about 64, going to 70. Yeah, if you want to buy your rainbow foils, you can get a playset here from Bargain Bossa. This dude has 5 here, so that's pretty good. But personally, me, if I'm not rushing, I would just wait till Super Saiyan comes out. Maybe the rainbow foils will go down too, even though I don't think they should go down too much. We'll check back on there. There's only 22 listings, so pretty interesting. And then Plow Under also got reprinted. This has been around this price range, so it hasn't really been moving too much. Yeah. 30, 35. Yeah, I think it's just good to hold off. 37 for the rainbow foils, not bad. I think the rainbow foils could go up over time. Felling too. So if you want to pick them up right now, I don't think it's a bad choice, but I think maybe within a month. No, I'm so sorry. Maybe within a year, the rainbow foils could be up a lot. Let's actually take a look at another reprint. Command & Conquer, we're not going to talk about the Fabled version, but it's very interesting to me how the new art is the most expensive one. The Unlimited, about 85-ish, slowly going to 90. We can take a look at the first set, but I'm sure it's going to be something crazy. First set, pretty much 95, 100, 110. Rainbow foils. Whoa. This is pretty much 1,000. There's no way after tax this isn't 1,000. So yeah, we just kind of look at the Unlim for Arcane Rising. History pack, about $70. Slowly going to 80, very slowly. 24 on the market. Then Haunted, 100, 107, 110. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of different than all the other reprints since they're generic. I guess Warmongers are generic too, but it's not as widely used as Command & Conquer. But I think when this came out, the OG and the History Pack dropped, and it was a good time to pick them up. I still think picking up any version is pretty good. I don't know if it's going to get reprinted anytime soon. I don't think it would, but I personally think it needs to. But I don't think it's on the reprint radar for LSS, as they just reprinted it, like 3 sets ago? So maybe it is time for a reprint. This price definitely would make me think so, but yeah, this is why this is not financial advice. I can't tell you guys, yeah, pick this up, because then it gets reprinted. I don't want no one getting mad at me. Codex of Frailty, another card that's been reprinted, about 32. This is super cheap. Rainbow foils, there's one for 34. Let's see here, 34, 35. If you don't got this, buy this. OG Codex, pretty much the same price, 32. So very interesting that the reprint doesn't really affect the non-foil printings. But this is why I tell you guys, get the rainbow foil, get the cold foil. Rainbow foil about 70, 76, 78. Pretty much 2 Codex in one for the rainbow foil. Yeah, I don't think this drops too much. I think rainbow foil Codexes, I think I picked mine up around 60. So even with the reprint, it still held its value. If you don't have your Codex non-foils, just get them. They're super cheap. Such a powerful card. Arknight Skullcap. I think Lyeth is going to be running this. Also, this is a generic legendary equipment. I think the rainbow foils are not a bad price right now. A little bit under 30. We have the Everfest reprint as well. I think this is just non-foil. About $18, slowly going to 20. I would personally get the rainbow foil. I already have my version, and when I bought it, I just chose to get the OG version with the rainbow foil. I think Lyeth's going to see playing this, and I think a lot of people are going to be playing Lyeth. So I would buy this before the hype. See if there's many sales. There's a few sales. Also, if you're picking this up, Arknight Fortress, this was like a $20 legendary for the longest time. There's only 14 on the market, so this has been going up. I don't know if it's just because it's a generic, if people are buying their Arknight Skullcap in a Fortress. This is not a crazy price for a legendary. I think like legendaries under 20 are undervalued. 20 to like 40 are what I think are like good legendaries. Some of them, you know, maybe higher, maybe lower. And then 50 plus, it's usually the higher end, but usually the 50 plus legendaries see play. Whether that's something like Blood Splattered Vest or the Necromancer chest. So this at 30 is still, you know, it's a pretty penny, but it's not like $50. It's not $80 for a legendary. So if you don't have yours, I think it's pretty good to pick it up right now. Like I said, it is a little pricey. I can guarantee you if we get a third Arknight piece, this is just going to go crazy. Does come in extended art. You can see the man's face, pretty fresh. 65, slowly going to 70. 24 listings on the market, so pretty similar to the non-extended art. Personally, I would just get the rainbow foil, but if you want to have it swagged out, dripped out, 65 for the EA. Make your own choices. Never financial advice. Romping Club. Everybody's saying that the new Brute Tough Nut is going to play Rock. Maybe into certain matchups, but don't think he has the blue base to support him getting his toughness tokens, which you really want to be doing as a 3 intellect hero. When you use his ability, you really want to get those toughness to kind of make up for the lost value of not drawing 4. But Romping Club, if you make your Tough Nut deck yellow and blue base, I think Romping Club is going to be the best weapon for him personally. And even it allows you to run some reds in your Tough Nut deck. So maybe if you do like Tunic and you do Tough Nut ability and you get a red, your Tunic can kind of bail you out to still do like a Romping Club play. Maybe if you can generate some Vigor, you know, I think Romping Club's going to be the way. And the Cold Foil, this was a LGS promo, I believe, way back when the game came out. Welcome to Wraith. Pretty much $18, $19. Slowly going to 20. There's only 16 available. I don't have mine. Don't really play Brutes as much as these new Brutes are getting me excited for playing Brutes. But if you're a Brute player, if you're interested in Brutes, if you want to have a piece of history, because yeah, this is one of the first OG weapons. Definitely not a bad time to buy it. I could see this spiking. I mean, Reinhardt is going to be here for a while, and this is a signature weapon, so I don't see this leaving anytime soon. But make your own choices if you want to pay like $19, $20 for a Cold Foil Romping Club. I do think Tough Nut might have a place in the meta, but that's yet to be seen what's actually going to go down, how Super Slam is going to affect the meta. Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. As always, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think Tough Nut's going to play Romping Club or Rock? Peace.